Now, look, the Prime Minister said this morning that Australia would not recognise a Palestinian state immediately, but would work constructively towards doing so. Why is he walking two ways still on this issue? It's almost been 2 years since October 7.
It's amazing that we're in that conversation about acknowledging Palestinian statehood at a time when I point out Hamas is still active. Hamas is still out there conducting operations in Gaza. Just this week, we saw, I think, 25 Israelis either killed or wounded in an ambush that they pulled there. Hostages still being held. And if we're right, this isn't going away anytime soon. If what we're hearing from the Israelis there, they're still seeing this resistance in Gaza. And yet the Prime Minister wants to move to a conversation about Palestinian statehood. I think the wise direction would be to wait for that conflict to resolve itself before making a determination like that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. I want to talk to you about another pressing issue in the last few days that have brought about an embarrassing backflip by Trade Minister Don Farrell, who today said he was wrong to have claimed last week that Donald Trump had personally raised the issue of Australian beef with Anthony Albanese. Here's what Don Farrell originally said on Sky News. Have a listen.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head which of the discussions, but I'm aware that this issue was raised by the President of the United States.
So there you go. But here was Anthony Albanese on the ABC just this morning.
Did Donald Trump raise this with you directly?
No. Donald Trump, though, did raise it at the so-called Liberation Day. Of course, he raised it publicly.
So, Garth, with all that confusion, I have to ask you, has mad cow disease infected the government?
Well, look, I'm filled with confidence watching that. I've got the most head of cattle on feedlots of any electorate in the country, by the way, in the Darling Downs. If you eat a great steak in Australia, it probably comes from the little bit of the world just outside of Toowoomba. We've got the most to lose if the government stuffs this up. And this is important. We've got an 80,000 head of cattle feedlot called Grassdale out at a place called Nangwee. If we have a problem, those businesses go immediately. It hurts immediately. And it's not just the feedlotters or the cattle owners, it's the transport, it's the feed, guys who produce the feed, it's all the hands who work there as well. There's a lot at stake here, and we've got the government looking at two ways telling the same story. I think they need to resolve this pretty quickly, and I'll be writing to the Prime Minister to get some assurance on this issue.
Yeah, there is a lot at stake. Pardon the pun there. Garth Hamilton.
Well done.
Good to catch up with you. Thanks.
That's terrible.
That's terrible. It was a shocker. I know it was a shocker. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it.